Garrett Blevins here again with week 8, day 3. I think I'm going to be working first day Monday, second day Wednesday, third day Thursday, and then maybe some sort of bodybuilding day on Saturday or Sunday. But this was just the Cube Kingpin deadlift protocol. The workout went really well, but I've decided to cut the training cycle at 8 weeks because I was looking how far nationals is and did the weeks back to see how many full cycles I could get in, and I know I've already made progress with my weights now, and if I cut a week off here, that'll be definitely better to let me run more full cycles of the cube before nationals comes up. So looking ahead, I'm gonna cut the week short so I can get 2 full cycles in and then have a 6-week cycle instead of a 5-week cycle. I feel that 6 is a better split. Plus, my numbers are pretty far off right now with the cube. And additionally, the deadlift day I was supposed to have on the original cube programming was a max effort deadlift. But this is actually the rep day from the cubes, and so I modified which days so I can still do pretty much a max effort deadlift next week because it's 3 heavy singles as I do a mock meet. So I worked up, this is the first day I've ever been able to do reps with deadlift at all, and it felt really good today. However, my back is still feeling a little tight. I'm not able to flex my core as hard as I normally would like to. These deficit deadlifts here with 475 were really difficult, and so I double overhanded the first one kind of without thinking, which was nice, but switched over so I could hold the lockout with that mixed grip. That's always been good for me, and I like to use it when I'm training heavy. I usually in my warm-ups will go double overhand and bent rows. Obviously, double overhand. I try not to use straps too often, hardly at all actually. But I really enjoyed this training cycle of the cube, and I enjoyed the volume that I put into it and the modifications I made. I'm looking forward to running probably a more strict cube kingpin. And sticking with some of Brandon's assistant's work, just making a couple minor modifications instead of the major ones that I made for this cycle. But I believe I've had good progress, and I'm looking forward to testing next Wednesday. Kind of as I've been talking about these last few weeks, I've been in Proverbs, and I was just been looking at some YouTube videos and seeing people talk about, how people converse and how people act on the internet. And I was struck last night listening to 2 chapters of Proverbs how many times it talks about our words. I'd say probably 50% of the Proverbs are just about talking and about how wise people use their words and how they speak, and how fools use and receive the words of others. And the fool doesn't listen, and the fool spreads folly, spreads bad advice, spreads discord. Whereas the wise is seeking knowledge and speaking knowledge, and is slow to speak and considers their words before they share them. So I hope that I follow some of those principles in my life. Blessings.